Right? Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by saying, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Kol Haloyim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash, the honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Well, blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect that's scattered abroad, the Akim and the Aqua that's listening in, Yahweh Ratazah, Lord willing, the blessings edifying. Brother Schwab, I'm back at you with another lesson. The title of this lesson is Breakfast Oil, Volume 1. All right, going into order. All right, we need order back. Okay, we need oil. We need order back ASAP. Because the reason everything is gonna be short, not too long at all. It's gonna be pretty short. Um, but I was just meditating on how we need order back so bad because the reason this place is so out of tune is because there is no order. Right? And as long as there's no order, where there is no order, is gonna be sin. Right? This place, we understand it is straight ass backwards because there is no order in it. Right? The first precept, okay, is this is 1 Corinthians 14 and 40. That's beautiful. That's 144. And it says, let all things be done decently and in order. And that just goes to show that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah deals with order. All right. All things have to be done with decency. They have to be done decently and in order. And the Lord is about having things done in a proper way. All right. Right to the T. Okay. And it just shows that he is all about that. Let's grab Job 10 and I think it's like 21. It's Job 10 and 21. Second. Yeah, this is Job. I'll start from Job 10 and 21. It says, before I go, whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death. And this place is considered as that shadow of death. All right, this is that land of darkness. All right, because why? There is no light in this place. All right, wherever there is light, there will be order. All right, but wherever there's darkness, it's just going to be one big shadow of death. And it's why? Because the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right, and that's why the scriptures say that the righteous are in authority, people rejoice, the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. And we're constantly mourning because this place has no order. All right, because we're constantly in darkness here. Everything here is going to lead you to what? A sore destruction. Okay, this is why Micah said that, Micah 2 and 10, arise and depart ye, for this is not your rest. All right, you can't get comfortable in a place like this. Because if we're the children of the dark, what are we doing here in the what are we doing here in this place of darkness? All right, as a matter of fact, you had John 1 and John 1 and 5. It says, I'll start at 3. It says, all things were made by him. I'll just start from the top. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Yahweh, Salakia was with the Alahayim, the angel, the powers, right? God. God just means simply the Alahayim, power, divine ones, right? And it says, and the word was power. The word was an angel also, okay? It says all things, the same was in the beginning with Yahweh. It says all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made. In him was life, and life was the light of men. See, so in him was light, all right, and life was the light of men. So that means it was order. Because if you think about it, you go all the way back to Genesis in the beginning. All right, it said in the beginning, all right, God created the heavens and the earth, meaning the Elohim created the heaven and the earth, along with Yahushai. Yahushai was given that blueprint, and the earth, what? It was void. All right, let's just go to that real quick. All right, Genesis. Genesis 1:1, and it says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And that's not talking about the Lord, that's talking about the Elohim, because God goes into the divine ones, the angels. It says, and the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the spirit of Yahweh moved upon the face of the waters. You see, so you had everything that was without form, it had no order. All right, all there was basically elements floating all over the place. All right, but what did the Lord do? The Lord said, let there be light. All right, which that meant literal light. Right? You know, this truth is the light. All right, wisdom is the light. We that know this truth are the children of of the light. So that's that actual wisdom, because wisdom it tells you that in Wisdom of Solomon, the seventh not the seventh chapter, no, it is the seventh chapter. It says that that wisdom was before. You just grab it. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon 7, and I'll start from 24 so you get a better point. It says, for wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of Yahweh, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no undefiled thing fall into her. She is the brightness of everlasting light. You see, the unspotted mirror of the power of Yahweh and the image of his goodness, and being but one, she can do all things, and remaining in herself, she maketh all things new, and in all ages entering into holy souls, she maketh them friends of Yahweh and prophets. For Yahweh loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom, for she is more beautiful than the sun, and above all the order of the stars, being compared with the lights, she is found before it. You see, for after this cometh night, but vice shall not prevail against wisdom. You see, so wisdom is considered that light, and wisdom was before that light. All right, because in order for Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to go and take the blueprint that was given from his father, all right, he had to have wisdom to know what to do. All right, and that's what happened. So going back to, can't be serious right now. The street just died. They didn't even tell me it was dying or not. It just shut off. Let's see if I have my book. Yes, I do. So going back to Genesis 1:1, and it says, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth was without form, all right, and void, and darkness was upon it in the face of the deep, upon the face of the deep, and the spirit of Yahweh moved upon the face of the waters. And Yahweh said, let there be light, and there was light. All right, and we understand that that's literal light, but at the same time, if you want to get spiritual with it, all right, we are the children of the light, so we were that, you know, that light that came back. All right, so the Lord established the light, which was wisdom, and it says, and Yahweh saw the light that it was good, and Yahweh divided the light from the darkness. And Yahweh called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. Okay? But see, this is when the Lord was doing what? He was grabbing all the elements of the earth, and he was putting everything in its order. So everything was right. You see, he said the light was good, and he called the light day, and he called the night darkness. So this place going into Job, okay? Job 20, real quick. Man, this phone just cut off. This is Job 10 and 21. Before I go, whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness and the shadow of death, a land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order. You see, so this place is without order, and this is why this place is ass backwards, and this is why we need that order ASAP, because again, the Lord deals with order. So without us having this order, this place will never be in the righteous state of mind. And this is why we need Yahweh Shah to come back, all right, to establish the righteousness, just like it tells you in Revelation, the 22nd chapter, all right? I'll grab it real quick. Yep. Because one is my boss calling me. Everyone's, yeah, boss calling me right now. Yeah, I lost that last page too. Unbelievable. Got that page ripped out. Trying to find it. I know I got it in here somewhere. But basically, it was talking about. There it goes. I don't even know if that's the one. No, that's this one. You got 21 where it talks about New Jerusalem coming down, which that's talking about when that's in the 21st chapter. New Jerusalem comes down, and what was righteousness? What happened? Righteousness was established. So when righteousness is being established, all right. Shalom, Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Hey, Shalom, brother Kazak. If you could do me a favor, because my phone died out of nowhere and I'm missing the last page of the scriptures. Can you post up Revelations 22, 1 through, I think it's like 1 through 5, Bubble Shaw, you know, because it talks about how righteousness is going to be set up on the earth, and that's what we're waiting for. You know, that's what we want, that wherein dwelleth, you know, where dwelleth righteousness, like he speaks about in 2 Peter, the 3rd chapter. All right, we look forward to what? New heavens and new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness. And that's what we want. We want these things to come, all right, so we don't have to be no longer what? Out of order. All right, so it just told you in Job 10 and 21, 22, that what? That we have, this place is just without order. And again, without order, you can never be in that righteous state of mind. So that's why I'll tell you that, you know, in Isaiah 5 and 20, that woe unto them that go that take bitter for sweet, roughly paraphrasing it, you know, take call good evil, evil good. Oh, roads, the water, brother, appreciate it. So it says, and he showed me a pure river. One second, let me just pull up. The water. It says, and he showed me a pure river of the water of life, clear as crystal, proceeding out of the throne of Yahweh and of the Lamb. Revelation 22:2. It says, in the midst of the street of it, and on either side of the river was there the tree of life, which bare 12 manner of fruits, and yielded her fruit every month, and the leaves of the tree were for the healing of the nations. And there shall be no more curse, but the throne of Yahweh and of the Lamb shall be in it, and his servants shall serve him, and they shall see his face, and his name shall be in their foreheads, and there shall be no night there. You see? Because we was reading how what? Darkness is the night. All right, so that there's gonna be no there's gonna be straight order in that moment. There's gonna be no such thing as no more order, no more darkness, things to lead us astray from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And it says, and they need no candle, neither light of the sun, for the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai giveth them the light, and they shall reign forever and ever. And that's symbolic talk. We're gonna need, because at the end of the day, we're not gonna need to speak of the we're not gonna need to speak anymore to our brothers and sisters of how to actually live. The law, statutes, and commandments are gonna be in our inward parts. They're gonna, if they're in our inward parts, there's gonna be no need for us to be taught anymore. Okay, so it says that. It says, neither light of the sun, for the Lord Yahweh giveth them the light. Yep, because the law, statutes, and commandments is going to be in our inward parts. And they shall reign forever and ever. And that's why we're going to be able to reign forever and ever. Because with the wages of sin is death. And if there's no sin, all right, we can never die. That's why we're going to live immortally. Okay? It says, see what the brother put up. It says, Hebrews 13:18, pray for us, for we trust we have a good conscience in all things, willing to live honestly. Yeah, beautiful, because that's what we want to live. We want to live honestly, man. And all righteousness, serving Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to the perfection that he wants us to serve him. Okay? It says, but I beseech you to do this, that I may be restored to you the sooner. You see, and we need Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai to get us out of here as fast as possible. All right. And also going back into what I was reading before, again, Salakia. There goes my phone to turn back on. John, before I forget that and it slips my mind, you had John 1 and 5. In 1 second, it's just turning on. This is John 1 and 5. Come on. John 1 and 5, and it says, I'll start from 4 real quick. It says, in him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. And that's how it is today. Here it is that in this world full of darkness, all right, we being the light and bringing out this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, this place is filled with darkness, but no matter how dark it is, that little bit of light that shine through, all right, shines over all of it, because like if you be in a dark room and you get even a little crack of light, it could be pitch black in that room, but that little bit of light that sleeps through will give that whole entire room, it will light up that whole entire room. All right.
So that's why it tells you in Proverbs, the 4th chapter, all right, going down to about, I think it's like 17, it says that the light shineth more and more to that day, you know, and we see that light shining everywhere out here. All right, so it says, I'm gonna read that one more time. It says, "And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not." Yeah, because every time we're bringing out this word, all right, somebody getting cut. Every time we bring out this word, people getting mad, upset. All right, because it's something they never heard. It's the true light. You know, when you're hearing these pastors and false prophets and all that, their light. What does the scripture say? If they speak not according to this word, is because there is no light in them. All right. So what they're saying, it's irrelevant at the end of the day. But here it is, brothers come out with the true doctrine. All right, all this, chaos starts up. Just like when Yahushua was in the scene, when he was bringing out this word, there was uproars around him at all times. Okay, because he was bringing out the true doctrine of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. Okay, this is Ecclesiasticus 48:10. It says, "Who was ordained for reproofs in their times, to pacify the wrath of the Lord's judgment before it break forth into fury, and to turn the heart of the father onto the son, and to restore the tribes of Jacob." You see, and we need that. All right, we need Yahushua to bring that back to us. Okay, it says 9 and Amos 9:11. "In that day will I rise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old." You see, and that's what's happening right now. That order that was supposed to be here is being established right before your eyes. Right, the tabernacle of David is back spiritually, each us being a lively stone to that spiritual tabernacle of David. All right, and it says that the tabernacle of David that is fallen. Yeah, because we are the fallen ones. All right, then that Nepal. All right, going when it speaks about it in Genesis, the 6th chapter. All right, when it speaks about those giants, that people will try to use that and say, "Oh, you see, let's talk about the Nephilim." That ain't talk about no reptilians or anything like that, because that word Nephilim goes back to the Nepal, the fallen ones. The fallen ones is us. We was those fallen angels, basically. All right, those angels that fell from their natural pure state of being gods. All right, to being those that fell, and that we were gonna die like men. All right. So now we're being brought back to where we're supposed to be, in that natural state, little by little. And we're not going to be fully in that natural state until this place is destroyed and cleansed with that fire. All right. And our bodies disintegrate and are given these new bodies. All right. Well, we're going to be able to be what? We're going to be able to be celestial and terrestrial with it at the same time. This is Isaiah 1:26. "And I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness, the faithful city." That's what, going into what I was saying with Revelations 21. All right. Salakia. Revelations 21:1, and it says, "And I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. And I, John, saw the holy city, New Jerusalem, coming down from power out of heaven," because we're coming out of those chariots. All right, "prepared as a bride adorned for her husband." All right, because we are the bride unto Yahushua. Yahushua is the husbandman. And it says, "And I heard a great voice out of heaven saying, Behold, the tabernacle of Yahweh is with men." All right, because that's who the Lord is dealing with, men. He's not dealing with any women. It says, "And he will dwell with them, and they shall be his people, and Yahweh himself shall be with him and be their power. And Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow, nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. And he that sat upon the throne said, Behold, I make all things new. And he said unto me, Write, for these words are true and faithful." Okay, And he said unto me, it is done. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, and I will give unto him that is at thirst of the fountain of the water of life freely. And he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his power, and he shall be my son. You see? So that's also righteousness being established upon the earth. Okay. So, with that being said, I'm gonna set it off right there for the spirit. Okay. My boss just pulled up and he was just actually blowing me up. All right. So, hey, with that being said, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Call Haloyim La, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash. The water, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, for the rest of the palm to make this lesson. Like I said, we need order in this place. Shalom, shalom. The water, brother, for all the scriptures. I appreciate it, brother. Shalom.